Hey guys, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic start to your January. Happy New Year. I hope your new year is going off to a good start. If you haven't watched these monthly must-reads before on this channel, this is where I share my favorite books, articles, but also things that you don't read, like podcasts, videos, and movies. It's just a way for me to share some of my favorite art-related stuff, media, anything like that. Anyways, around this time of the month, every single person and their mother is talking about New Year's resolutions. And you know, it's a new year, it's a fresh start. If your New Year's resolution is to be more creative to your... My niece is talking a lot. And if this year you want to be a more creative person, you want to be more productive, you want to create more things, watch this video because I'm sharing some of my all-time favorites, and I think these are some great videos to start off your new year with. First off, I want to share an oldie but a goodie, and it is Ira Glass on storytelling. Ira Glass is super well known. He's one of the creators of the really popular podcast This American Life, super successful, award-winning, all that jazz. And this is a super interesting video where he talks about storytelling and creating things. He obviously does this in the context of his own medium, which is radio and podcast, but I think all of his stories, all of the takeaway points are really relevant for anyone who is a creator of things. Any sort of creative person will take something away from this. He really talks about the creative process and how to really get better at doing things. If you're not going to watch the whole thing is about 17 minutes in 4 parts. If you're only going to watch one part, please watch the third part, okay? The third part is definitely the best part in my opinion. In my opinion, it's the best part, in which he talks about the creative gap. Now, this creative gap, maybe you've experienced it before if you create anything or attempted to create anything in your life. The creative gap is when you have this image of something great in your mind and you attempt to make it, but when you make it, it is not as good as you imagine. So he talks about that creative gap, why that gap exists, how to sort of shorten the gap, and how just every single creative person goes through this, and I think it's a great thing to listen to for everyone. Regardless if you're like professionally in the creative field or not, I think this is so good and everyone needs to hear this. The second one is also a video, also on YouTube. This one is great for anyone who's ever been discouraged about making things, especially if you have a lot of anxiety about whether you're good enough, if you can make good things. It's a TED Talk by Gilbert, and it's called Your Elusive Creative Genius. Now, you may have heard of her as the author of this huge book turned movie thing called Eat, Pray, Love, and in this video she really talks about her own position as this author who had failure for a really long time and then this sudden catapult to success, and now what does she do afterwards? How do you make a work that follows up such a huge success? And she talks about the creative genius. What does it mean, and how people have thought about geniuses, the idea of genius. It's super interesting. I really highly recommend it if you've ever felt a lot of anxiety about creating artwork, which I know everyone feels that anxiety. So definitely check them out. In case you aren't already infused with inspiration at this point after those 2 videos, I have one of my favorite quotes that I want to share with you guys. And this is, I've shared this before on a older video. This is a letter that Sol LeWitt wrote to Eva Hess. She was having a really difficult time, and Sol LeWitt wrote this letter sort of, you know, giving her some encouragement, and, you know, I want to read it to you. Just stop thinking, worrying, looking over your shoulder, wondering, doubting, fearing, hurting, hoping for some easy way out, struggling, grasping, confusing, itching, scratching, mumbling, bumbling, grumbling, humbling, stumbling. The list goes on for a while. Grinding, grinding, grinding away at yourself. Stop it and just do. Don't worry about cool, make your own uncool. You make your own world. If you fear, make it work for you. Draw and paint your fear and anxiety. You must practice being stupid, dumb, unthinking, empty, and then you will be able to do. You are not responsible for the world. You are only responsible for your work, so do it. Ira Glass and Elizabeth Gilbert in both of those videos talk about how to get over that anxiety of creating bad things, and it just really drives home the message. Your job is to show up for work, and maybe the creative genius shows up or not, but you don't know unless you keep making things. So yeah, some inspiration for you to just keep going, keep chugging along. You can do it. Anyways, I hope those videos and that letter provides some inspiration for you. If anything, it's just super interesting in general. And I want to wrap this video up with some of my personal resolutions for this channel. We are leading up to the 2-year anniversary soon. I think next month is February 15th. It'll be LittleArtTalks 2-year anniversary, which is exciting. And after a year and 11 months of doing this, it's been really fun. But I also want to just make videos that I just really want to make. Just because of how YouTube's subscription system works, I do feel like anxiety to publish videos very regularly, even though it's kind of difficult to do with some of the broader topics or more like, educational content, because it requires a lot of research and editing and stuff like that, and I do all of these videos by myself. It's kind of a large workload, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I like how LittleArtTalks is growing, and of course I want it to grow because obviously I make these things because I want to share it with you guys and I want people to watch them. It would be a waste of my time if I didn't want anyone to watch them. If I didn't want people to watch them, I would not post them on YouTube, right? But anyways, I'm just going to sort of hone in on topics I feel really strongly about and make those individual videos better. I haven't exactly thought out every single detail I want changed or anything like that, and I'm definitely open to any suggestions. I have a whole bunch of topics that I really want to do, and you guys also ask for them all the time, so they're definitely gonna get made. I'm just going to have to buckle down and actually make them. Eventually, I'm going to do it this year. Yeah, I'm still definitely continuing on with the Japanese art history videos. They're definitely so much work to put together and edit because it's a huge amount of time that we're dealing with, literally hundreds of years in one video. So they're quite a lot of work, but every time I finish one I feel so accomplished because I've just really committed to continuing this series and finishing off the series that I really hope to finish it soon. But I definitely want to ramp it up and finish off this series strong. I hope you guys are enjoying them. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Everyone who's told me that they're enjoying the series, thank you so much for watching. I know they're long and quite a lot of information in them, but I promise you are going to learn a lot from them, and I think they're pretty interesting. So if you have the teeniest bit of interest, please check it out. It's definitely one of the series with less views, or it kind of varies depending on the time period. I noticed Heian period is pretty popular, but you might be surprised by some of the other time periods because, everyone has their own different flavor. Why did I say that? I don't know. What else is there? I definitely want to also do some more sort of art making videos. It's been a long time since I've done any sort of painting related videos, and I know they're really popular because I did a whole bunch of them, I think the first year of LittleArtTalks, and they're still some of the most highly viewed videos on this channel. So I definitely want to do some more different ones and update since I have a better camera quality situation now, and share more brands because a lot of people are still requesting things that I didn't touch on before. Unfortunately, they cost money, which is kind of a bummer because now I have to buy things. So if you want to sponsor me on Patreon and buy some materials, that'd be cool. Yeah. In terms of like personal resolutions, I do want to make things again. It's been a really long time since I've painted, like seriously painted. I did sign up for a ceramics class in February, which I'm so excited about. It should be a really fun group class. I've taken ceramics before, but it's always been sort of, slab and just building with clay, coil technique and stuff like that. I've never done wheel throwing, which is what I really wanted to take a class for, so I'm kind of excited. I think it'll be really fun to just get together with my friends and make things and just have fun with everyone, so I'm really looking forward to that in February. So yeah, this has been a really chatty video, but it's okay. It's like a monthly video. I think these are more casual in general, so I think it's fine. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.